Well, we're back here, second day on Independence Trail. I'm going to be testing the Beta Cross Trainer. I might do a few of these videos, see, how I do to build up my confidence. Also, I have a stuck throttle, so that might affect me a little bit, just because my throttle positioning is a little weird.
So this is a no BS video. I'm showing all of my flaws. I'm not really skipping any parts that I do bad in. And this is, you're honestly seeing me at my worst moment. And the reason for this is to demonstrate how well this Beta Cross Trainer really helps build your confidence. I'm keeping track too on the days I take out the Beta Cross Trainer to see how quickly I can relearn this terrain again.
With the T250i. Alright, here's a drop down I'm kind of terrified on. Whew, does okay. I skipped that a few times. My nerves are up. So definitely, hands down, cross trainers gave me a lot of confidence versus the T250i. I don't think I'll be able to bring the T250i out here yet. This is the hardest section. I'd much rather come up than go down this section.
This is my second day with the Beta Cross Trainer, and in my opinion, this Beta Cross Trainer is a great aid, a support to help you feel the bike out as you're learning this terrain. By all means, it is not a magic wand to instantly ride well.
As I'm still learning what my bike is gonna do, my front rock hitting that rock, yeah, it's probably gonna go over, but that's a big rock. So what happens, I stop, I stare at it, and I got timid.
But I would say rocky trails, moderate enduro trails, where you can't really plant your feet down, it's kind of difficult to learn in the beginning with a full-size bike. You kind of just have to go for it, and a lot of seat time till you learn it.
I'm just taking a lot of breathers because this section wears me out very quickly. I'm gonna put away my jacket real quick.
Perfect example is when I first brought this KTM out here. This is after my confidence kind of went down because I haven't ridden this kind of terrain in a few years. That beginning section of the video, I actually walked most of it because I couldn't place my feet down. I wasn't sure if I can straddle onto the next rock. You kind of just roll over to the next rock, and of course that is not the proper way to ride. Momentum and standing up, for the most part, of course, is key. But at the same time, you are trying to figure out what your bike is going to do, what it's going to feel like. Your brain is kind of overreacting, like, I don't know if I can make it to the other side of that rock and have my feet down.
Here's one I'm terrified at. I used to do this, no problem. That boulder shifted though, a little bit to the, I don't know.
I know in a few more rides with the aid of this cross trainer, my body will definitely learn this terrain where I can actually finally ride this terrain, probably standing up like how I used to. And it's just that, the cross trainer is amazing at helping you learn this terrain with confidence at a quicker pace, I would say. Because if I would have kept bringing out my KTM 250, I probably would have been too timid, to keep riding this terrain. Eventually, yeah, I would have picked it up, but with the cross trainer, it's just speeding up that process. But it's not just that. We'll talk about that a little bit more in details further into the video.
Here's a drop that just, I don't know, it just terrifies me. That was not bad at all on the Beta. Oh, I finally did that drop. Oh, I'm proud of myself for doing that. That was not bad at all.
Now, I haven't ridden this terrain in over 3 years or so I am back at it. And I bought the Beta Cross Trainer to help me relearn the feeling of a dirt bike on this terrain at a quicker pace. It is a bit hard to describe what I'm feeling until you actually get onto a tall seat, ride like these rocky trails where you can't really set your foot on versus a short bike like the Cross Trainer. The Cross Trainer is also helping me pick lines I normally even wouldn't take with the KTM, even back then, because honestly, the confidence of the Cross Trainer.
See, like this, I hesitated, and I know the Beta can go right through it, but so far, I think I would have been terrified on the two-stroke even getting this far.
So I wouldn't say it's just for the inexperienced rider or low confident riders like myself, but I would say even for the experienced riders as well. When I did this terrain pretty well with pretty decent confidence just about 3 or 4 years ago, there were actually lines I would never pick with the KTM 250 just because of the tall seat, and you know, it's kind of the same thing. You know, there's a lot of lines on these trails that you can pick. I eyed them like, I wonder if I can do that with the T250i or another bike, but I never went for it. But here I am with the Xtrainer picking those exact lines that I never did back then. And sure, it's not clean, and I'm kind of learning how it feels.
It's like, oh, I'm not sure about this. Oh my god.
And I'm just crawling through them, but in my opinion, that is a way to learn this terrain and what the bike is going to do. On the second day out with the Xtrainer, although not 100%, I noticed I am using just a little bit more momentum and speed to get a feel for these lines. I normally wouldn't pick on the KTM, so even as an experienced rider, I still think this is a great tool to really help build your confidence on things you normally wouldn't do on a true full-size bike.
Of it is starting to trust, you know, with your confidence. Like, huh, which way should I go?
The best way I can really explain it too is you get a trials bike, you're going to be picking lines you normally wouldn't pick on a big full-size bike because you're confident. It's the same concept with the Beta Xtrainer, except kind of with the seat a little bit heavier. I really do think this is a great bike to just build confidence, whether you're new or you're just trying to relearn the terrain, or you're super experienced and you just want to try out certain lines that you're not used to. And the Xtrainer is just that. It's a really good, confident, inspiring bike. Anyways, I'm going to be coming out here a little bit more, and I'll be probably recording most of my progress and then eventually hop back on the KTM TE250i and kind of see how I feel then. But for now, I feel like I'm still not ready for the full-size dirt bike just because it is a very tall seat. Sure, they sell lowering links and stuff like that. In my honest opinion, I do feel like the KTM 250, it just suits me and fits me better. But the Xtrainer, honestly, is just helping my confidence a lot. It's a lot better versus the
Pegs on some of these obstacles.